And now, from Norwich, it's the Quiz of the Week. And our prizes today include this Chinese carpet, a home video and colour TV, this suite of hand-cut glass, plus a Canadian holiday, and the family car. But we start with this washed Chinese carpet. The centre panel is a garland of flowers and a dragon surrounded by a beige background with a cream, fawn and green border. It measures 12 by 9 and costs £1,100, but you could tread softly for only £100. And there's more to this next prize than meets the eye. Lift the doors of this smart-looking cabinet and we discover a 22-inch colour television set, plus a video recorder, and it's all been designed to give you high-quality home entertainment. Total cost £1,049, but you could tune in for only £90. And our next offer includes 2 decanters and a selection of glassware to suit all party occasions. There's a total of 44 pieces worth £750, but you could buy them for £60. Or you might like this idea of a fly-drive holiday to Western Canada for 2 people. You can start the break in either Vancouver or Calgary, touring through some of the most spectacular and breathtaking scenery that includes national parks, mountain ranges, and glorious waterfalls. You can dine in style or visit the many first-class hotels available. You might have a leisurely meeting with a moose, and a visit to the hot springs for healthy relaxation should be on your agenda. Now, this holiday would cost £1,258, but it's going for £125. The jackpot prize of the motor car is this Mini Mayfair in yellow. The lively engines noted for performance, economy and easy driving, and the price to the lucky winner, £140. And there they are, the fabulous prizes on offer in this week's Sale of the Century. And now it's time to meet the man with the questions and the money, Nicholas Parsons.
Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to the Sale of the Century. Our first contestant tonight comes from Weston-super-Mare in Avon. She's married, she has 5 children between the ages of 22 and 13. She also finds time to work as a secretary at the bank, and her name is Daphne Hudson. Our next contestant tonight is from Nantwich in Cheshire, and he is the deputy head of a community centre for young people. He's a married man, he has 2 young children of 12 and 11, and his name is Peter Smith.
Hello.
And our third contestant tonight is a systems analyst, also a married man, and he has 3 children between the ages of 21 and 12. And he comes from Spennymoor in County Durham. His name is Leslie Wood. So there are our 3 questions. They're breathing sighs to try and get their nerves under control as we pitch into the battle of the Sale of the Century. We've got some lovely, very easy ones to start with, get you in the mood of the game. So here is the first one. What is the traditional sign of a pawnbroker? Peter.
3 brass balls.
Yes, and same to you as well, Peter. Well done. Where would you usually find an epitaph written, Peter?
On a gravestone.
Yes. What product's quality is measured by its octane level? Leslie.
Petrol.
Petrol octane rating. What is this statue called at the entrance to New York Harbour? Leslie.
Statue of Liberty.
Yes, it is. For what kind of food is a Roquefort famous? Daphne.
Cheese.
Yes. In which sport might you perform a figure 8? Daphne.
Ice skating.
Yes, yes. For what would a musician use a plectrum? Peter.
A guitar or stringed instrument. Similar stringed instrument.
Yes, it's actually, we wanted you to say for plucking it, but he would use it for that instrument, so I think for £3 we can be generous and give it to you. In history, what was jousting? Leslie.
It was fighting between knights. Or...
Yes, but in what sense?
On horseback.
Yes, but you didn't say the horseback within the 4 seconds, Leslie.
Oh, sorry.
Very sorry. No, it's a mock battle on horseback, and you didn't get the... We had to have the horseback in. What do we call a place in which we keep birds? Daphne?
An aviary.
An aviary is right. In this country, in which month of the year does the longest day occur, Daphne?
December. June.
You change your mind within the 4 seconds. I can accept it. Let's have our first instant sale. John Benson, what's the first one that we offer tonight?
Well, £12 is the asking price for this inflatable tender dinghy, complete with plastic oars and 2 buoyancy jackets. Have fun inshore or on the river, and the cost would be £115. But take care, still waters can run deep.
Well, our 3 contestants were not tempted by that offer, so we move the questions. We don't move them on, we move the show on, hopefully with questions still £3. In which city will you find the Trevi Fountain? Peter?
Rome.
You're right. According to the proverb, which fruit tastes sweetest? Daphne?
Forbidden fruit.
Yes, it does. Well, according to the proverb, it does. In this country, from which grain is whiskey usually made? Leslie?
Rye.
Barley in this country. Rye, probably in America.
Oh,
sorry, Leslie. Whereabouts in your leg is your fibula? Peter?
The shin.
Carry on.
Yes, the shin.
The shin, yes, it's from the shin, above the shin, up to the knee, but the shin, I think, is sufficient for 3. Which is the smallest of the following, pint, quart, or gill? Peter?
Gill.
Gill is... Which hills are known as the backbone of England? Daphne?
The Pennines.
Yes, they are. Of which country was Konrad Adenauer? Daphne?
West Germany.
Yes, Chancellor. Of which chemical element is the symbol H? Daphne?
Hydrogen.
Yes. Who can spell innocuous? Peter?
INNOCUOUS.
And you have 3 more for that. What was founded by General William Booth? Daphne?
Salvation Army.
Yes, it was. Which Indian city had an infamous black hole? Daphne?
Calcutta.
Yes. What does a German mean when he says Prost? Daphne?
Good health.
Good health. Cheers. In 1865, who was shot at Ford's Theatre? Daphne?
Abraham Lincoln.
He was. Let's have our second instant sale. What's the second one that we tempt them with tonight?
Well, this time spend £16 and you'll be the toast of your neighbourhood. This selection includes 12 bottles of blended and 6 of malt whisky, making a total of 18 that would cost you £163. And what better way to end the day than with the right company and a tasty tipple. Cheers.
Well, Daphne Hudson was tempted by that, and you can imagine, I mean, all that drink for only £16. Unfortunately, Leslie Wood just was £1 under. He couldn't afford to try and buy it. So Daphne has bought it, and she's now almost equal with Peter Smith, so it's neck and neck amongst our 2 leaders, and we keep the questions at £3. We've done the Ford's Theatre one. Music is the next question. Peter Fenn is now going to play a tune which was a hit for Captain Sensible in 1982. We want one of our contestants to tell us from which musical show did this song originally come. Daphne?
South Pacific.
She knew it. Captain
Sorry.
Sensible gave it to her, right? I'm sorry, Peter Fenn. He gets very hurt, you know, if you come in with, oh, he's played a bar. Anyway, you're right, Daphne, and you have, yes, it was Happy Talk. That's right, in South Pacific. What is the name of the royal residence in Norfolk? Daphne?
Sandringham.
Yes, it is. What is a greenhorn? Peter?
It's a young deer.
It's someone who's...
It's a novice.
A novice, yes. We only said that within the 4 seconds.
Yes.
Someone who's
Like
naive
me,
or somewhat ignorant, yes, a novice. But I'm sorry, you didn't get out in the 4 seconds. Is talcum powder animal, vegetable or mineral? Leslie?
Mineral.
That it is, yes, magnesium silicate. In which sport did Sir Stanley Matthews, Peter?
Soccer.
He right. If you had 3.5 pints of milk, what would you have approximately in litres, Peter?
Approximately 2.
You would indeed. In area which is the largest of the Channel Islands? Daphne?
Jersey.
Jersey is. What is the ship of the desert? Peter?
Camel.
A camel is. In 1859, who wrote On the Origin of the Species? Daphne?
Charles Darwin.
He did. And we'll have our third instant sale. John Benson, the third one tonight, please.
Here it comes, then, Nicholas. Lay out £20 and you can own this attractive prize of an EP gallery tray, cut glass, sherry decanter and 6 glasses. Total cost of this collection, £200.
Well, once again, unfortunately, Leslie Wood just didn't have enough money to bid for those goods, and Daphne and Peter are at level pegging, so maybe that's the reason they didn't press their buzzers. We will find out in the second half as we now leave you, because it's the halfway mark of the contest. When we have to go, we hope you'll stay tuned and find out what happens to our three contestants in the second half, who's going to win, and if they have enough to go for the jackpot prize of the motor car. All will be revealed, as they say, if you stay tuned. So see you soon. Bye.
Say the Century, Part 2, Programme 4, VTR H77142, recorded 6th of April.
Welcome back to the sale of the century. Let us see the contest, what the situation is, the halfway mark between our three contestants, and it is Daphne Hudson from Weston-super-Mare on £47, just ahead of Peter Smith from Nantwich on £42, and Leslie Wood from Spennymoor on £18. The questions are still three, and here's the next one. What colour are the flowers on horse chestnut trees? Daphne?
White.
White, yes, or you could have had red. Brent, barnacle and greylag, Daphne.
There are types of goose.
Yes, they are indeed. Equity, who might belong, Peter?
Actors.
Actors belong to British Actors Equity. Which mountain range separates France from Spain? Peter?
Pyrenees.
Yes, they do. In which story do we hear about the Never Never Land? Leslie?
Alice in Wonderland. Peter Pan.
You shared it within the 4 seconds. I can accept it. Same thing happened with Daphne. So you're like, it is Peter Pan, yes. In the Bible, which of Jacob's sons had a coat of many colours? Daphne?
Joseph.
Joseph did. Who said, there is plenty of time to win this game, and Daphne?
Sir Francis Drake.
And thrash Sir Francis Drake, and then he said, and thrash the Spaniards. What would be measured with a Geiger counter, Daphne?
Radioactivity.
Yes, it would. Of what two colours is the Greek flag? Daphne?
Blue and white.
Yes. What does sodium chloride taste like, Leslie?
Salt.
Yes, it is salt. If you were a cartographer, what would you make, Daphne?
Maps.
Yes, that's correct. And another one. What terrible disaster struck London in 1666, Peter?
The Great Fire.
Yes, that's right. What is the pelt of an animal, Peter?
The skin.
It is, indeed. It is the skin of the animal. By what method have criminals been executed in France, Leslie?
Guillotine.
By the guillotine. What is a hypochondriac, Peter?
Someone who always feels they're ill.
Yes, who worries about their health and feels they're ill. Off which coast of Scotland are the Hebrides, Peter?
The West.
Yes, they are. To which of the senses does the word olfactory refer, Daphne?
Smell.
Smell. Grandsire, Plain, Bob and Stedman are Daphne.
All types of bell ringing.
They are indeed. And what is the unit of currency in South Africa? Daphne.
The rand.
Yes. Which is the largest musical instrument with a keyboard? Leslie.
Organ.
But you said it after the 4 seconds, Leslie. I'm sorry, I have to be fair on this because the other two could have buzzed and got in. It is the organ. Let's have our fourth instant sale. John Benson, what's the fourth one that we offer tonight?
Well, £21 is our price for this luxury picnic hamper with a leather handle and straps. It's ideal for those special and hopefully fine weather occasions outdoors. Comes complete with many accessories, and it contains cutlery and dishes for 6. Cost £214.
Well, Daphne Hudson was tempted by that. She was way out in the lead, but when you've got 5 children, I suppose something like that must be a very big temptation. So she has spent her money, but she's still in there with a chance of winning because she's close alongside Peter Smith as we put the questions up to £5. In mythology, who went searching for the golden fleece? Daphne.
Jason.
Jason and his Argonauts. Which artist painted the yellow chair, sunflowers? Daphne.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh did. In history, which revolt was led by Wat Tyler? Daphne?
The peasants.
Yes. For what has a Woomera in Australia? Daphne?
Rocket testing.
Yes, that's right. What is meant by the phrase de rigueur? De rigueur is necessary or compulsory. It is de rigueur. In which year did the English Civil War begin, Peter?
Pass, I'm sorry.
Pass.
I've no idea.
You're on the wrong show. I'm sorry, Peter.
Yes, indeed, yes.
We have to take 5 away because you buzzed. I bet Daphne knew.
1642.
Yeah, 1642. But anyway, he loses 5. He goes down, Daphne. Of which university are Oriel, Trinity and Worcester, Peter?
Those are Cambridge. Oxford. They're Oxford. They're Oxford.
Which one are you sticking on?
Yes, Oxford.
Oxford, all right,
Yes.
it was. You have 5 for that.
Yes.
Who was the main leader of the Reformation in Scotland? Daphne.
John Knox.
John Knox, yes. Which day of the week is named after the Norse god Odin? Leslie.
Friday.
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
I'm afraid, Leslie. If you are having a holiday in Samarkand, in which country, Daphne?
Morocco.
Don't guess, it's
No.
not worth it. No, in Russia. By what abbreviation is the Oxford Committee for Famine Relief better known? Peter.
Oxfam.
Yes, it is. Of what 2 colours is the flag of the City of London? White and red. What famous animal story was written by Henry Williamson? Peter.
Tarka the Otter.
Yes, it was. Which city is the administrative capital of the Netherlands? Leslie.
The Hague.
The Hague or the Hague, yes. What was invented by George Westinghouse? Daphne.
Oh, brakes.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
You seemed surprised. You thought, oh dear, I wish I hadn't taken it, and then you were pleased you have because you got 5 more brakes or air brakes. What is the unit of currency in Argentina? Leslie.
Peso.
Peso is right. Whose official residence is Lambeth Palace? Daphne.
The Archbishop of Canterbury.
Yes, it is. How often do Americans elect their president? Daphne.
Every 4 years.
Yes, they do. In which art has Alan Ayckbourn achieved fame? Peter.
He's a playwright.
He is indeed. For which month of the year is Opal the birthstone? Daphne.
Oh, October.
That's very clever, because I think those are awfully difficult. How do you know? You were born in October?
No,
No, you're not. Let's have our 5th and our last instant sale. John Benson, tell us what it is tonight.
Here it comes then, for £23. You can buy this 14-inch portable colour television set. It's light and easy to carry, which means it's ideal as that second set, and certainly just right for watching TV AM over breakfast. It's even fitted with an earpiece. Cost £239.
Well, once again, Daphne was tempted. She's pressed her buzzer. Let us look at the money in front of our 3 contestants as we move into the final session. It's a very interesting contest with Daphne having bought all those goods, and she's still out there, but she might have been in a strong lead. So it's going to be neck and neck in the final session between Peter Smith on £75 and Daphne Hudson on £73, and there's Leslie Wood catching up a little on 29 questions, still 5. In 1549, which important religious book was published for the first time? Leslie.
Bible.
The prayer book, I'm afraid, Leslie. Which metal do we make from bauxite? Daphne.
Aluminium.
Yes, we do. What is a heliotrope? Daphne.
It's a flower.
It's a plant, a flower. In which Italian city is the Uffizi Gallery? Daphne.
Florence.
Florence
Sorry,
is
Florence.
right. Who was the captain of the England Test team who toured in Australia this winter? Peter.
Bob Willis.
Bob Willis was. Which sea lies to the north of Turkey? Leslie.
Black Sea.
The Black Sea is right. In which country is Serbo-Croat an official language? Peter.
Yugoslavia.
Yes. What kind of mammal is a merino? Daphne.
It's a horse. Sheep.
Sorry, you said sheep after the 4
Sorry.
seconds. Sorry, Daphne. In which country are the Apennine Mountains? Peter.
Switzerland.
Italy, I'm afraid. Who composed the opera La Bohème? Daphne.
Puccini.
Puccini did. Who is the president of France? Peter.
Mitterrand.
He is. Which sport is played on a gridiron? Daphne.
Baseball.
American football, I'm afraid.
sorry.
What does the polar bear live in the Arctic or the Antarctic? Daphne.
The Arctic.
He does. What is kelp? Daphne.
Seaweed.
Yes, it is. Which popular singer is known as Old Blue Eyes? Peter.
Sinatra.
He is. What are canaries, baps and bloomers? Peter.
Bread.
Bread, yes, you got it just as the 4 seconds came up. Who wrote The Complete Angler? Daphne.
Isaac Bolton.
He did. Ferrous refers to which... Daphne?
Iron.
Iron. Which metal I was going to add. What kind of fruit is a satsuma? Peter?
An orange, a small
It is
orange.
the orange family. Who composed the Brandenburg concertos? Daphne?
Bach.
Bach did. What is maidenhair? Daphne?
It's a fern.
It is indeed. On which island is the town of Limassol? Leslie?
Cyprus.
Yes. As what did Isadora Duncan achieve fame? Daphne?
A dancer.
Dancer. Which city is served by Kennedy Airport? Daphne?
New York.
New York. What is a tarantula? Peter?
A spider.
It's spider. O'Donnell's a shade of what colour? Daphne?
Green.
Green. Who wrote A Winter's Tale? Leslie?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. What is Adam's ale? We have to eliminate it because no lights came on. We have to eliminate the question. I'm sorry. What does a cardiologist study, Peter?
The heart.
The heart. On a dartboard, what score is the innermost number, Daphne?
50.
50. What is a barracuda, Peter?
It's a fish.
A
large-
fish. How was the Titanic sunk, Daphne?
By an iceberg.
Right. What kind of fruit is a morello, Daphne?
Cherry.
Cherry. In what is a sword sheathed?
Scabbard.
A scabbard, well done. What else? We have no more time. Who has the most money? And it is Daphne Hudson, £148, our winner this week. Well, that is quite an achievement. Daphne has bought £616 worth of goods and she's still got £148 and can gamble her chances and go for a jackpot if she wishes. Bad luck on Peter Smith, who was equally bright and was pressing his buttons all the time, but Daphne often got in ahead of him. But Peter, you got £115 to take home. Leslie, you came up against two very quick, bright contestants. Bad luck. I could see your finger going regularly, but fortunately you only got in to get £39, and so we come back to Daphne. So, with 148, she can go to the sale of the century, or she can go for the jackpot prize of the motor car. What will she do? Daphne, what is your decision?
I'll go for the jackpot.
She's going for the jackpot. So, Daphne Hudson is going to try and win our motor car, and there it is. It's a pale yellow Mini. We all hope that she answers correctly 4 out of 5 more questions that I'm going to put to her, and then that car will be hers. If she's unsuccessful, then of course she does keep the money which is in front of her and the goods that she bought on the way to the sale of the century. Now, the questions this week, but just to remind you and Daphne, she has 9 seconds in which to answer each question. If after 9 seconds she hasn't given me an answer, then I request one. She's not in competition. You have time to think it out, Daphne. And the questions this week are being put under the following headings: history, famous people, music, science, and literature. Now, Daphne can choose to take those first or second, any of those subjects as she wishes. Relax, Daphne, you're not in competition. Which do you want to have any choice?
No, I'll take them as they come.
As I read
please.
them out?
Yes.
All right. The first one I read out was history. So we all wish you luck. Take a deep
you.
breath, and here we go for the mini motor car. History. When the Danes invaded England, King Ethelred paid them money to keep away. By what name was that money known?
Danegeld.
You didn't even have to think about it. Right, you're on the way to the car. Famous people. Which former airman won the VC in the Second World War and since retirement has devoted himself to the provision of houses for the sick and the incurable?
Cheshire.
Leonard Cheshire.
Cheshire, yeah.
You're doing marvellously. Keep it up. We're going to play some music now. When that music is played, we want you to tell us the title of this famous Strauss waltz. Do you know what it is, Daphne?
Blue Danube.
No, it's
Sorry.
Tales from the Vienna Woods, I'm afraid. This is the literature question. Can you tell me the novelist who created the characters of Michael Henchard, Tess, and Jude the Obscure?
Thomas Hardy.
Thomas Hardy. One more question, it's on science, and how this car rests on this question. We're all praying for you. Keep your fingers crossed. In science, what do we call the smallest possible unit of any substance composed of a central nucleus surrounded by electrons?
An atom.
An atom is right! You got a motor car! Congratulations! Oh, wonderful. Oh, I'm so delighted for you. Oh, there we are. She's got all those goods and she's got a motor car. Come over this side. Get inside it. There's Carol and Karen who want to congratulate you. Isn't that exciting? Get inside it. See how it feels. Come on. Jump in there. Isn't that... Well, we only have a few seconds left, so while Daphne gets into the motor car, I'll say goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed the show this week and say, I don't know which one we're on. Bye-bye from Carol, Karen. And our winner, there she is, Daphne Hudson. See you next week. Bye-bye.